Today, we want to explore one of the single most influential factors in any environment: leadership. What is it? How to recognize it, and more importantly, how to harness it in your own life. Interested? Then keep on watching. Hi, my name is Safia and welcome to my channel, The Leaders Chat Room, where we will be discussing all things leadership. So if you want to know the tips and tricks, real life guidance on how to build your leadership influence, how to transform teams, how to transform businesses and lives, then hit that subscribe button and join me for this ride. So as I said, the single most influential factor in any environment is leadership. And it doesn't matter what it is. It can be a business, it can be a family, it can be a team, it can even be a nation. It will rise and fall depending on who the leader is. Do we really consider the impact of leadership? I recall when I was promoted years ago from chief accountant to chief financial officer. I was promoted based on my accounting qualifications and my accounting experience. But when I became the CFO, only 10% of my time was actually used doing accounting. For the majority of my time, it was leading people. Leadership is one of the most underrated, underestimated, and misunderstood factors. So how is it that we don't test for the most important part of someone's job? Do employers even know what to look for? Or you may be a business owner. You're the only person working your business. Your business starts to grow, and so does your team. Now you have to transition from being the solo person into leading others. What do you do? So let's explore this topic of leadership a little bit more. But before I tell you what it is, I want to tell you what it's not. Leadership is not management. Management has to do with planning, organizing, the work. Leadership focuses more on people. You can be a fantastic manager and a poor leader, and we see it over and over and over in the workplace. Second thing, leadership is not a position title. Someone may have a position title, but it does not mean that they are the leader in that environment. Position titles ought to tell us who the leader is. But it doesn't mean that that person is a fantastic leader. And you guys know you have had the experience. Leadership is not bossing people around. You may have the responsibility to give people instructions or even to direct their work. But that doesn't mean that you are a fantastic leader. So after we've spoken about what leadership is not, let's delve straight into leadership. So I'll give you 3 foundational pillars for leadership. Firstly, leadership is about influence. It is about persuading others to take action. I will tell you this. There is this saying that I absolutely love. Managers get people to do what they want, but leaders get people to want what they want. It is about convincing people that your way is the best way, and they are willingly convicted to follow you, to follow your approach, to follow your way. It is about influence. If there was no influence toward action, leadership did not occur. Second major pillar, leadership is about trust. People must trust your competence and they must trust your character. If it is you don't know how to do the work, if it is you don't know what you're leading, if you cannot give advice or tell people where to go or how to do it, they will not follow you no matter how pleasant you are. The other aspect of trust is that they must trust your character. They must know that you wouldn't throw them under the bus. They must know that you have their best interest at heart. That is so important. They can consider you a genius or a guru, but if they don't trust you as far as they can throw you, they will not follow you. The third aspect of leadership is that of responsibility. Responsibility for the people you lead and responsibility to the people you lead. That is so important. Responsibility for the people you lead. You have to take the responsibility for the results that the team produces. There's nothing that you can do about it. It's not about somebody else to blame or somebody else should have done it and I told them. No, you have to take responsibility for what comes out of what you are responsible for. And the other aspect of responsibility is responsibility too. You have to give an account to the people that you leave. You have to tell them why you have made a decision. Explain it to them. Tell them sometimes your inner thoughts as to how you have come up to a particular course of action. They will be bought in. They will be so persuaded to follow you on the journey, even when the road gets bumpy. So, just to recap, 3 main pillars of leadership. It is about influence, and then it is about trust, and it is about responsibility. So I want to encourage you, do some introspection in your own lives. Measure yourself against the 3 foundational pillars and see where you rate. Rate yourself perhaps from 1 to 5. 1 being completely absent, to 5, I'm a master at it. And you know what else to do? Take a look at the persons around you. Take a look at the leaders around you. It doesn't matter where they lead. And rate them as well and see what you see. So, comment below. Let me know your thoughts. Let me know if this was valuable to you. And I look forward to seeing you again in the Leaders Chat Room.